My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is the 2nd of April. We have hit April. The first quarter is over. We are moving into the second quarter. Tax time's coming up, but that's okay. We are here for Fiverr Friday, so that's exciting. Welcome. It's good to have you. If you are new to Fiverr Friday, welcome. What we do on this show is I come on, give you some information, and you go ahead and leave your comments, questions in the chat. I answer them, do the best I can to help you out, and we hopefully have a productive and good day. There we go. So today I want to talk to you about something that I think a lot of people often are trying to figure out, and I get this question a lot. That question is, okay, what do I need to do in order to find copy for my voiceover demo scripts? You know, I offer, as part of a viewer's journey, I offer demo services, and there's a lot of amazing demo creators out there. But there does come a point where, you know, you get your demos made professionally, and that's great. But the amount of content, you know, make no mistake, we understand today, right, that we are content creators as voiceover actors. And the amount of content that we need to create for our portfolio and getting out there in front of people, et cetera, is vital to our success. So I wanted to talk to you today and show you just some methods about how you could get some copy for demos or samples for your voiceover portfolio. Okay, real quick before we move on, please hit that like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I do videos every single day so that you get notified when they go live, and that way we can stay in touch. We just hit 4,000 subs. Thank you guys so much. That's super exciting. And it's funny, when I started this channel, I didn't think anybody would ever watch it. I didn't start the channel for a long time because I thought, why start a YouTube channel now? Because what's the point? YouTube's been around forever. No one will pay attention, and you guys have really helped tremendously. And now YouTube is one of the number one places that I meet new people and new voice actors and business. So thank you guys so much. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this demo journey here. We're just going to, so today I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to switch over, and you're going to see my screen. And basically what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what we do, what I do, and what you can do to find demo scripts, okay, and find sample copy. So what I like to do is I like to get a window here, and I like to type in the S&P 500, and I like to type in then list. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a list of companies, all right, well-known companies that we all are aware of on the S&P 500, okay, that I know they're going to have good websites. I know there's going to be copy on those sites. Okay, and I'm just going to go down here. So I just went to Wikipedia. I got a list of the S&P 500 companies. I'm going to dive in here, and let's see. Let's pick, I don't know, let's pick, what do we got? American Airlines Group. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to type in American Airlines, and I'm going to go ahead and find, here's their website. All right, so I'm on American Airlines website, and what I want to do, okay, and I'm going to have to go ahead and pull this out just a little bit so you guys can see it, is my goal is to go through this website, American Airlines. I'm going to go ahead on my trusty piece of paper right here. I'm going to type American Airlines spot. And my job is to go through this website, find some copy, all right, and put it together to create a sample spot. You can do this for a single sample, like for example, if you're on a single sample, for example, if you're on voices.com, if you're on a pay-to-play site, if you're on a freelance site, if you're on you're trying to put together stuff for your own website. This is one method to find copy for reads. All right, so I'm on this website. Now let's take a look. I'm going to go through here, and I'm looking for something that can help me get some information, some good copy. I went down to the bottom, and I found this thing. It says About Us. All right, so I'm going to click on that. It says who we are, history of American Airlines, leadership, boundaries, corporate info, bios, Let's see, careers, inclusion, doing business with American. Let's see, let good take flight. Let's check this out. Community involvement. Let's see, at American Airlines, our purpose is to take care of people on their life's journey, a mission that extends beyond the airline and into communities we serve. See, that's a great piece of copy right there. So literally, I'm going to take this, I'm going to post it in here, all right, just like this. Let good take flight. And I love that. Let good take flight. All right. And then I'm gonna actually put American Airlines here for the tagline. Okay, American Airlines, let good take flight. Okay, so I'm going to assume, so even if this is a spot, right, I just got this looks good. So I'm going to say, at American Airlines, our purpose is to care for people on life's journey, a mission that extends beyond the airline and into the communities we serve. American Airlines, let good take flight. All right, so listen, that's a great little spot for American Airlines. That's simple, perfectly paced, perfect length. I love it. Very simple. Now, here's something. Remember, this copy on these sites, you notice that I copied it and pasted it. This is not a copyright issue, and I'm going to tell you why. We are using this as examples. I always use this as another example. If you are going to audition for a musical or a play, right, and let's say you're going to audition and you go take a piece from Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera, and you go sing that to your audition, no one is going to come and say, wait, before you start, did you pay Andrew Lloyd Webber royalties to use that piece? No, you did not, because we are not selling that piece of music, okay, or that rendering. We are using it as an example. And in this case, we are promoting a company, all right? No company is going to hire a lawyer to come after you for promoting them. Okay, I think the only time that you could get, like, if you start going after a company and, like, saying bad things about them and doing all kinds of stuff like that, then they might not be happy. But I have never, in everything that I have done, and I've done this a lot, okay, over the years, I've had companies actually thank me, all right, and reshare what I've created for them, because you're giving them free promotion. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can go to different places, like different voice actors, and you might hear, oh, well, don't do this and don't do that. Don't use video that's pre-done. Don't use all these things from, like, YouTube. That's copyright law. We're not using it for purposes of selling that particular stuff. We are using it to show what we could do to work with somebody, and we are giving free promotion. All right, so just I want to point that out, and I've also contacted lawyers. I've asked, I've just to make sure I'm not blowing sunshine up your backside. Okay, and that's the reality. It's not a big deal, and you actually will find that a lot of companies are very thankful that you're spending time to help promote their business for nothing. So I just wanted to lay that out there so you understand what I'm doing, what's happening, so that you don't get worried about that. All right. So that was a fairly simple one. Let's see if we can find another one. Let's see. There's AT&T. Let's go down to down here. Let's see. How about, by the way, and you don't even have to do, you could do, here's Dish Network. So let's go Dish Network. You don't even have to use these. I find that when I get, like, this list of names of companies allows me to, things to pop up into my mind, right? And so I'm going to type on Dish Network here. I'm going to type in here, Dish Network, okay? And the best value in satellite TV, access entertainment at home with Dish. Dish allows you to easily shop for the programming you love in a variety of ways. Choose from pre-built packages, view our channel lineup, or select the must-have channels for instant recommendations. I mean, look, that's great copy right there. You know what I mean? I mean, it's perfect copy right there. So, I mean, and this is a good, nice, like, everyday upbeat type of, Dish allows you to easily shop for programming you love in a variety of ways. Choose from pre-built packages, view our channel lineup, or select your must-have channels for an instant recommendation. Access your entertainment today with Dish. Oh, I like that. So access, I was looking at this, but I thought it was access your entertainment today with Dish. So there you go. There's another spot, and that is a more like, if I was writing this out, that'd be like a spot that I could do. I want to make sure too, you guys, that you guys actually can see this. All right, but I think this is a great thing. Like I would make this would be like Upbeat, and relatable. Okay, so that way, like I can say that where it's not at, not a luxury spot. But let's go ahead and try a luxury spot next, right? All right, so here, let's see. I'm going to pick my own luxury spot, okay? Because I can go through here and look, and we can find something, but we might want to find something because it might be luxury that's not in there. So let's see. How about, what is a luxury spot? I'm always, let's see. I don't know. Let's do Mercedes. So I'm going to type on Mercedes-Benz, USA, the all-new Mercedes EQS, a new level of interaction. Ooh, I love that. I love that. So what I love about these types of things, right, is, first off, I love the videos, but is like the idea here that they've got some great copy, the all-new Mercedes dash EQS. I'm not going to say coming soon. I'm going to say a new level of interaction. All right. And I can even go to explore, learn more about this. All right. And an innovative, intuitive way to interact with technology. That's pretty cool. So I can just literally copy, paste that. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll put it down here like so you can see it. All right. So now this is kind of cool. The all-new Mercedes EQS, a new level of interaction, an innovative, intuitive way to interact with technology. The jewel of any interior. Ooh, that looks, yeah. The all-new M-Bucks Hyperscreen. Boy, that actually looks really cool. I haven't been to this yet. Get ready for a screen that is unlike anything you've ever seen before. That's actually pretty cool. Not to look into this. Oh, that's neat. It's like screen all the way across from one end to the other. Wow. I like the word jewel. All right. The jewel. So a lot of times I'll go to a site too, and I will use this as a way to, let's see what people are looking at. Everybody's got any comments. I will use this as a way to also put together terms from the website, you know what I mean? Like from different phrases, like sites like these, especially luxury sites, they have these beautiful like lines, right? The jewel of any interior. Okay. And I think interact with actually, I think I will use that. The jewel of any interior. That's pretty cool. I mean, this looks awesome. Key highlights, gallery. Look at this. So what I'm looking for is a line. Let's see. The new M-Bucks Hyperscreen. So the new, what is it? M-Bucks Hyperscreen. All right, so at this point, let's look at this. The all-new Mercedes EQS. A new level of interaction, an innovative, intuitive way to interact with technology, the jewel of any interior, the new M-Bucks Hyperscreen. All right, so if I was going to do this spot, right, it'd be probably like the all-new Mercedes EQS, a new level of interaction, an innovative, intuitive way to interact with technology, the jewel of any interior. The new M-Bucks Hyperscreen. Mercedes. Something like that. You know what I mean? And that's a pretty sweet spot. Okay? And of course you could play with these words, you could switch it around, but the thing is that's pretty cool. It's a good luxury spot. We know it's Mercedes. This is pretty cool, by the way, too. I'm fixated on this picture now. It's actually a pretty cool looking Mercedes. But the point is that there you go. There's another spot, a luxury spot to give you some variation, right? It's a good variation spot. Now, we could do something like Chevrolet. All right, if we wanted to go to do more of like a rugged type of spot, We could go into Chevrolet. We could go into vehicles. We could do something like trucks. Okay. And, we can go into the Silverado, the strongest, most capable Silverado ever. All right. And I could do, the strongest, most capable Silverado HD ever with 2 heavy duty. All right. And now instead of even copying it, right, I'm just even looking at it from, with 2 heavy duty powertrain options, innovative towing technologies, and a large and functional durabed. Silverado HD pulls up ready to work. Whatever the job, there are 5 unique trim levels. That's 5 unique trim levels. I think that's actually pretty cool. This spot pulls up ready to work. Okay, and then you could probably go from there, right? You type that out, and then the strongest, most capable Silverado HD ever. See, so you can determine how you want to, form these. I could say, with 2 heavy-duty powertrain options, innovative towing technologies, and a large and functional durabed, Silverado HD pulls up ready to work. The strongest, most capable Silverado HD ever. All right, there's a more rugged type spot. Now I'm just pulling these out of my backside here, but you could tell that this is an awesome way. All right, America's fastest growing full line brand. That's actually cool. America's fastest growing full line brand. That's actually a nice tagline too. So I hope you get the idea here that, I put down, 1, 2, 3, 4 sample spots right there in a few minutes that we find. And we've got hundreds and hundreds of companies, plus the companies that This is how you can go about finding copy that people have spent millions and millions of dollars working on, that is free and available to us. It's not violating any laws, and it works like crazy. There's other ways to find more copy through video and iSpot TV and YouTube, et cetera, but this is a great way to do it as well. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, listen, I hope that this was beneficial for you and being able to find some copy for your demos, your samples, and you can use this. There's an unlimited number, so you should never have to find. Now, I will tell you this, and I do think this is important to know. Yes, you see me going fast and I'm looking at things, and you can see how occasionally I'll switch something around and add something. Because remember, every spot that you do, no matter what it is, we're telling a story. And a story always has a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? And then usually it can have a tagline on the end. That's a usual thing. Sometimes if it's inside it, right, like inside the voiceover, it's built into the spot, then you're not going to really worry about that tagline. But in this particular case, right, we always have a beginning, middle, and an end. If you think like that, then you don't necessarily have to worry so much about finding something. Like, perfect example here. Like, I took a bunch of different spots from the Mercedes, like when I say spots, a bunch of different lines and stuff like that, and then I put it together. Whereas other ones, I was able to literally just find a nice little block of information and then literally copy and paste that and use that whole thing. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? So you can do it a variety of different ways, but as long as you know that structure, a beginning, a middle, and an end, and a tag. Sometimes the tag can act as an ending, but a lot of times the tag is like that fourth or that extra spot. Okay? But this is a great structure for you to always be aware of, and that will help you go through these different companies and find stuff. And just note too that these are big companies, and that works as well. But I like to think these companies allow me then to think of other companies, you know what I mean? Like local companies that you like, brands, you like clothing brands, luxury brands, family brands, all kinds of different types of things that you can use. Okay. And it will just, allow you to have good copy. And not copy that's taken from. So I want to also say that there's nothing wrong with going to websites that have copy already on there for you, like Practice Copy. Those are great websites, and that's great to do. But just know that if you go and use those websites, so is like thousands and hundreds of thousands of other people. So this is good copy, all right, that's written really well, that's not on tons of websites. Okay? That makes sense? All right, you guys, I hope that was beneficial. Let me pull this back up. What I would love for you to do now is go ahead and post your comments, thoughts into the chat, and I'm going to go ahead and answer them now. All right, so let's see. We've got Don Sharp. Hello, my friend. Good to have you. Walter, good to have you, my friend. Happy Fiverr Friday. Rudy says, in the room. What's up, Rudy? Good to have you. Creative Lady Productions. Hi from sunny Chattanooga, Tennessee. Good to have you. Tom says hello. Hello, Tom. Sean Voiceovers, what's up? Took a day off for the first time in a year and get to watch live in the comfort of my studio. Awesome, Sean. Welcome. Thank you for spending your time with us. Famicom Mike, what's up? Happy Good Fiverr Friday. Yeah, that's good. That is true. It is Good Friday. Happy Good Friday on Fiverr Friday. Good deal. Let's see. Facebook user. I know it just doesn't tell me your name, but Friday greetings. Good to have you. Miriam. Hello, Miriam. Happy from New Jersey. Happy Friday, Miriam. Thank you for joining us. Character Voice says hi. Hello, hello. James says, do you not worry about their copyright page? Yeah, and I know this was while I was going back through it. I went ahead and addressed it already. But no, I do not, because again, we are not claiming, okay, that we created this. I'm not claiming that I'm selling, like I own or I'm selling any of this. This is not about sales. This is for example purposes only. Okay. And there's no, I mean, and again, and I think this is worth saying, right? What would you be, would they hire a lawyer to come after you for promoting their business for free in a positive, like, and it's not like, this is going, it's just not an issue. And like I said, I've talked to lawyers and the challenge with this is a gray area, and this is an internet thing in general, but I would say that there is no issue. I've never had an issue. And the more people I talk to, there's no issues. This is how we as performers show our ability to do work. Does that make sense? But it is a good question, and I like that you asked it, because a lot of people do wonder, and it limits you because you're not sure, do I use that? Do I not use it? So no, don't worry about it. Let's see. Charles says, this is perfect. I'm about to start creating my gigs and launch on Fiverr. This is what I needed. Awesome, Charles. Happy Friday from 90 degrees Arizona. Hello, Angela. Hello, is that Angela on the because it says Facebook user, so I don't know. Chelsea Bradley, happy Friday. Hello, Chelsea. I'm literally working on this kind of stuff today. I was wondering if it's okay to post your completed sample of this work. Oh, you mean like the copy that I just made? Is that what you mean? Neil Williams says, greetings all. What's up, Neil? Good to have you. Scott says, hello from Northern California. Hey, Scott, good to have you. Facebook user says, can I have one of those? Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. You can have one of those. Sure. Is that what, so that's your guy? Yeah, I'll post these. That's fine. Flyer here. Eric says, hello. What's up, Eric? Good to have you, my friend. Kyle Goodnight. What's up, Kyle? Where did you find that list of companies? So all I did was type in S&P 500 list, because S&P 500's 500 companies, Standard & Poor's 500 companies, and I just list, and it was on Wikipedia. Okay, I'm sure there's other places where it's listed, but that was just a list of all of them on Wikipedia. And then I get a name and just type it into Google and off to the races. Let's see. Facebook user says car. Okay. Ronald. What's up, Ronald? Hey, Anthony. Do you use a preamp to process your audio? Okay. So I use the Universal Audio Apollo Twin, and it has a digital interface that allows me to do some pre EQ and compression. So you're hearing me right now fully EQ'd and compressed for my space because it's going into that. So when I record, I'm already recording something EQ'd and compressed, and then all I'm left to do in my DAW is hit a button that I've preset to clean up like some mouth noise and things like that. So yeah, so I hope that's what you meant. And I use the Apollo Twin. Let's see. Walter Brine. Hello, Walter. I was toying with downloading a 15-second commercial from YouTube for video content, using Shazam to locate the exact same music and recording my voiceover word for word to be used on Fiverr. Maybe even my main website and YouTube channel. Is that going to ruffle feathers as far as fair use or copyright? No, I don't think so. I mean, like, you've been watching me. I mean, I post all kinds of things, whether I get video back from clients that I've done or I get the video from YouTube or whatever. I download video and, I insert my voice. I mix it. Now, I do something important, I think. I do make a point to say this is a sample. Do you know what I mean? I think that's something nice to say. And if somebody ever says, hey, did you get paid to do the slot? No, I did not get paid. This is a sample. This is an example of what I can do. I do say that. And I do think that's important, not for, for moral reasons for me personally, but I always do say that. So that is something that I do. But no, I don't think that's an issue. I think it's being done more and more. I've been doing it. You can see a lot of my stuff. I do promos and trailers. I've not personally, I was never paid to do any of those. I just do those as examples and samples. I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. It's loads of fun. I get to share, with you what I mixed and put together myself. And I think, here's the important thing. If you can show people that you can take work and you can mix it better and make it sound better than what they're doing, they're gonna want to work with you. Okay, you know what I mean? So that's something that, I think is important. Now, here's something good to address, because Fiverr did come out a while ago and talked about how they wanted to make sure that certain people posting content on their pages and on Fiverr and stuff, they owned that content. So this is important to note. What they're talking about, all right, is content revolving around things like portfolio assets, like you as a designer, okay, that you are selling to other people. Okay, we're not selling the examples to other people. This is why this is not illegal. We're not selling these things. Okay, don't misunderstand that we're selling services, our voiceover services, and it's the same thing. It's not. We're not selling these examples. We're not selling this video content. All right, we're not selling it. It's not for sale. It's an example. It's a sample of something that we would sound like if someone else brought their own work and asked us to do it. Does that make sense? There is a big difference there. Okay, whereas other people, if I come to you and I say, hey, listen, this is what you can get, I'm selling this to you, all right, like this actual video, okay, that's different. Okay, then that is a copyright issue, but we're not doing that at all. Do you see what I mean? It's a difference there. Good question, though. And I wanted to bring that up. Let's see. DJ, what's up, DJ Chris? Hi, happy Fiverr Friday. What is the site he is on now, or was it the search? I see Wikipedia. Yes, it's Wikipedia. And I just put S&P 500 list. S&P 500 list. Standard & Poor's 500 list. Okay, Chelsea Bradley voiceover. Also, I was wondering about creating your own copy to add voice to a video a company has made that doesn't currently have voice in it, and whether or not that is okay to post or if it's a copyright issue. Absolutely. Like, I found this really great video recently Ford put out and just about a month or two ago, and like 85 to 90% of this video, there is no voiceover. And it's wonderful. That's a wonderful video. And, to put a voiceover to it for Ford, all right, is great. I think that's fantastic. I would use that video in a heartbeat. There is no issue. And a lot of times you can use a copy just like I showed you from their website. So, it goes like, again, just make sure, I think that this is the important thing. And not, see, I think I would never go on here and then start doing something like saying bad things about a company and adding that to, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're trying to, destroy the company or something. That's not what we're trying to, that's not what we're doing. Because I think then people will be like, hey, what are you doing? But we're not doing that. We're just doing promotion. We're showing examples. So absolutely. Yeah. Let's see. Sean, for not I do a lot of demo reads from products that I actually use. It just sounds more confident. Yeah. I do a lot of them. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And here's another thing too. I mean, what are we doing? We're just, you're making up products it makes no, like, if you stop and think about, you know what I mean? What some people are telling you to do, is what, just to make up companies. It doesn't make any sense when you think about the fact that we're showing examples to people. These are samples, and we're not selling the actual video footage or the copy. That's important. We're not selling that. Okay. Facebook use says, hello, good to have you, Sean. Let's see. Mark says, waving from the front row. Hey, Mark. James, happy Easter from sunny Saudi Arabia. Hey, James, good to have you. Welcome. Swamp Willie. I like that name, Swamp Willie. Great info. Thanks. Absolutely. Kyle says, great stuff. Exactly how I created my demo that is due for an update. Always great info, AP. Thanks. Absolutely, Kyle. Good. Thank you, my friend. Chuck says, hello from Dallas. Good to have you, Chuck. CB says, thanks for the wisdom. We appreciate you. Thank you, CB. I appreciate that. Jason MVO. Hi, Anthony. I tried to join the Facebook group about a week ago. I haven't heard anything back. What is the typical wait time to be admitted to the group? Thank you, Jason. Here's a good question there. Just so you guys know, would love to have you in a Viewer's Journey Facebook group. There's a set of questions that I make everybody answer. And the questions are, how long have you been in voiceover? What's your number one question that you have right now in your business for voiceover? How did you find me? And I have a set of terms for the website, for the Facebook group that you have to say okay to. A lot of times people don't make it in because they don't answer the questions, probably because they just didn't realize there's questions, because not groups are like that. But I make sure people answer all those questions and agree to the terms, because part of the Facebook group that we have, a VO's Journey, that group to me is very important. It's a welcoming community. We're there to help each other, to keep each other positive attitude. And so I want to make sure that people answer all those questions. I'm not saying you didn't. You might have answered all those questions. But usually that's what happens to a lot of people. They miss a question. They don't answer everything. And because we have so many people trying to join, and, I take that group very seriously, that, I make sure everybody answers all the questions and agrees to the terms. So if that happened, please go ahead and reapply and just make sure you answer all the questions. All right. Thanks a bunch. Let's see. Mark says, replying to Mark Leonard from Pittsburgh, VA. What's up? You guys, we're from everywhere today. Hello, y'all. Happy Friday from Facebook. Kyle says, just popped in to say you are a sage, Anthony. Now I got to rewind to restart this episode. Level out. Thanks for always sharing everything you can. Absolutely. Thank you, my friend. Alan says, snow showers in Maryland. Great topic and examples. Awesome, man. I know there's a storm going up there. We had it a day or so ago. By the way, just on a side note right now, if you haven't subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 5,000. We just reached 4,000 subs. So thank you guys so much for being a part of a VO's journey. So make sure you like and subscribe. Also, if you want to, there is a little super chat button down there. You can always donate to the channel. That helps keep going, which is really cool. But thank you guys as always. So let's keep going here. We've got... Nicholas says, hello from Sweden. Hi, Nicholas. Great to have you from Sweden. Over the pond. Happy Fiverr Friday, everyone. I have a question. When you upload your voiceover gigs on Fiverr, do you give your copyrights for the work you're doing to the client after delivery? Okay, so here's the thing. If you read Fiverr's terms of service, and this is important, right? Fiverr does allow, they do as extras, allow you to offer commercial rights, broadcast rights, okay? And they're very clear in their terms of service what those mean. But they're also very clear that once you deliver something to the client, okay, unless otherwise stated, okay, or you've had them either sign something or state something, that client owns all the rights to that work. And I think that's something that is so vital that you pay attention and read all the information from Fiverr. Remember, Fiverr is not an agent. They really are just like a pass through, or like what is the word I'm using for it? They're just like an intermediary, and they're not an intermediary. Just a place that connects one person to another. They don't get into a lot of the copyright stuff. Now they've offered, they have an intellectual property claims department now, but even if you go to that, which is on the bottom of Fiverr, if you scroll all the way down, it says intellectual property claims, and you start reading it, you will find that they ask you to make sure you have the law. All right. You have something signed. You have like an affidavit you have to sign. There's all kinds of things because these are legal things. So all I'm getting at is if you really want to go down that road, okay, make sure that, that you have everything, it's not a bad idea to have someone draw up something for you and make people sign. What I do, okay, is I use what Fiverr has, which is commercial and broadcast rights, and I make sure I type in my requirements. Okay, when they order, like they are required to say yes or no. Do you need commercial rights? And this is what commercial rights means. And if you don't need it, then you do not have the right to do XYZ. And I actually make them put yes or no for that and broadcast rights so that I have some written proof that they have agreed or disagreed. And in which case I end up having most people pay for commercial broadcast rights. So just make sure that you go a little bit above and beyond what's there to make sure that people are, fully understanding what you're offering, what you're not offering. Okay, great question. Let's see. Chelsea says, yes, like once you've recorded the samples of a copy, do you share them on socials? I assume that's okay to do. Absolutely. I share my stuff on socials. I at the companies that I'm going after. Sometimes they retweet my stuff or send my, because again, it's free promotion. A lot of these movie trailers and stuff I've been doing recently, the sites, they love it. I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. We're promoting this stuff for free, having a good time, sharing these things. We're not selling that stuff, right? That's important, you guys. We're not selling these things. We're showing them as examples of work that we could do. All right? Okay, so let's see. Monique, I'm assuming it's Monique. I think. If not, I apologize. Let's see. Hello, Anthony. I've created some gigs on Fiverr and I've done my first gig. Thank you. Congrats. I'll do more. Monica from Edinburgh, Scotland. Awesome. Good to have you. Good to have you. So I hope I said your name right. Good to have you from Scotland. That's awesome. 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 All right. Let's see. Nicholas. Hello. Hello. If your clients buy full broadcast rights from you on Fiverr, do they also need to purchase commercial rights as well? Remember, they only need to buy commercial rights if they are posting it on their own personal things for business use. If they are buying your stuff to post on like to broadcast it, meaning they buy ads, that kind of thing, whether it's on TV, radio, or social, and they're paying to promote it, that's broadcast rights. Technically, you would always charge commercial rights if someone buys broadcast rights with you. Yes. Okay, let's see. Is a portfolio only available to top-rated seller or low? Yes, so the portfolio is only available, I know, to top-rated seller right now on Fiverr. That portfolio option, yes. Chelsea, Bradley, voiceover, this is such great information. Thank you. Copyright always scares me. Absolutely. No, absolutely. Thank you very much. Kay says, when you find a video on YouTube or a company website that you voiced, can you share this on social media and in marketing to showcase your voice? Thank you for all you do. Absolutely, Kay. Think about it this way, all right? It goes both ways, right? For example, like if a company comes to you and hires you and they say, listen, we have this NDA for you to sign, this non-disclosure agreement, and we want you to sign that. Which basically means you are not allowed to discuss the content or what you are doing for this project, okay, until it goes public. Okay, that's the whole point, right? So an NDA or any privacy laws or anything like that, the whole point of that is because it's meant to not be public. And they don't want to share that information to public until it be just like if you read any like laws or not laws, but if you're a weirdo like me sometimes and I'm interested in the law and things, you might read rulings and things where, you look at copyright law as well as like non-disclosure agreements and things, and what you'll find is a lot of times even companies enter into them together, right? And to say, well, if we're going to work together, we won't share your intellectual property, you won't share our intellectual property, okay? But what happens is if that goes public, those NDAs are null and void because it's public. Everyone knows it now. It does no longer any good. So if something is public, you can absolutely share it on social media. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no law stating anywhere that you can't share something on social media. Okay, at least not yet. Okay, let's see. Okay, Adnan, sorry, forgot that name right. Hello. I really appreciate your information. Greetings from Morocco. Awesome. Welcome. We've got people from all over the world today. It's really great to have you all. Thank you. Thank you. Facebook user says, happy Friday. Hello, hello. Andy B, how can you integrate a website? How can you integrate a website, and how do you publicize it, considering in most cases you can't simply link to it? Also, is there software that lowers music automatically? It is a music bed. Okay, Andy, these are questions I'm not sure. So are you talking about integrating a website to Fiverr? Are we talking about Fiverr, or is this something completely different? You know, the challenge with growing a website, right, and why these sites like Fiverr are so popular is because they have teams of people. They've spent hundreds of millions of dollars on their websites, on promoting their websites, on buying ads that send people to the websites, right? Making sure that the site is fully optimized, you know, so that's a challenge in itself for us. And they're also spending money on ads to send people to the website. Whereas when we go to set up our website, you know, we're one person. You know what I mean? Or we're, you know, and it's a challenge. That doesn't mean we can't do it. It just means that, you know, we have to take that in consideration. So I'm not sure what you mean by that, Andy. And is there software that lowers music automatically? So I think maybe you're talking about auto ducking, and there is there's different DAWs that do it, and there's also plugins that do it. Absolutely. I use Adobe Audition, and there's auto ducking with Adobe Audition. I like to do mine manually. I know I'm weird. Some people don't care at all. They just use auto ducking. I like to do my stuff manually because there's intricate things I like to do. But yes, a lot of DAWs do have it, and there is stuff out there, I do believe, as well. Sean for Voiceover is Anthony, would love to see your world domination map from Fiverr. Maybe you could post it in the Facebook group. Yeah, absolutely. Scott says, hey, P, I ordered your Fiverr review. How long does it usually take to get it? I know you're a busy guy. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, absolutely. It takes a while. I'm going to work on it. I promise you I'll get that to you as soon as I can. Thank you for letting me know, Scott. Let's see. Facebook user, I missed the first half, so apologies if you already covered this, but what would you recommend to include for styles and genres in a character demo, and how many clips? Okay, so I put out a sheet a while ago, or an infographic, and about the 6 different spots that I recommend generally for a demo. And let's see if I can remember off the top of my head. So I always do a luxury spot. Okay. I always try to do like a car spot. I always try to do a comedic spot, something funny. Always try to do a financial spot. Always try to do a family product type spot. And I always try to have at least some sort of tag for either fast food or a tagline general. Something that gives you, a shorter, maybe something from 4 to 8 seconds long instead of 8 to 12 or 15 seconds. Most demos nowadays, we want to keep a minute 15 or under. All right. And, they vary in lengths, but each spot, if you think about it, right, 12 seconds, 15 seconds. But I like to have that last tag be around, 4 to 8 seconds, something quick. And it also breaks it up. So does the comedy script breaks it up as well. And remember, commercials, there's all sorts of types of commercials. I like my demo to show some diversity in what I can do. And of course, and again, nowadays too, you could have multiple commercial demos, right? There's so much work out there, and there's so many voice actors that now people are laser focusing in on specialists. Okay. But that's generally what I do. So hopefully that helps. All right. Let's see. He said character demo. Recommended the styles of genres in a character demo. And how many clips? Okay, I'm sorry. I was doing regular commercial demo. So a character demo on mine personally, because I'm not pushing my character demo right now, I threw a whole bunch of different types of cartoon characters that I enjoy to do. But I often recommend now that you pick, just like I was talking about the commercial demo with the specifics, pick a specific character all right, or a specific genre, whether it's like first-person shoot 'em games, or there's like, anime or animation, cartoons, or something where you're picking a genre and you're going after it, or a single character. You might do like a big thing on Fiverr is wizards. Or witches, or things where people use these a lot and they need those voices, where that gives you an opportunity to do something singular where people search that specifically, and that might not, because it's not going to come up if you have you say, I will do a character voiceover for you. Well, that doesn't come up when someone searches, I need a wizard voice. Do you know what I mean? Somebody who says, I will do a wizard voiceover for you will come up. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what I recommend there, man. Good question. Let's see. Oh, I lost my spot. Eric says, Eric Flyer here. Lots of statements about weather. So in case anyone is worried, the sun just came up, but it promises to be sunny and warm today in Hawaii. Thank you, Eric. I hope you enjoy your stay in Hawaii. Let's see. Walter says, when a client pays for commercial or broadcast rights, do you or Fiverr supply them with a physical document for the records? No, they are not supplied with a physical document. If you would like to go that extra mile, you are more. I tell people, because that's not the first time I've been asked that. I absolutely agree that you could do that. Send them, you know what I mean? Upload a digital file that says they have the rights to do X, Y, Z. Absolutely. I do it in a manner in which on my requirements page on Fiverr, I actually type out that if they say yes, they're given those rights. So that's something that I do, just additional, but Fiverr doesn't have, in Fiverr's terms of service, like I said, it literally says if they purchase it from you and all things being equal, there's no other contractual things that you, both you and the client have gone through, okay, then they own the stuff outright. That's what it says, okay, through Fiverr's terms of service. So you're right. If you don't do anything else, they own it. Okay, this is why it's important. This is why if somebody is scamming you or getting your stuff and putting stuff up legally, there's really not much you can do about it, because, unless you did something prior to it. Or it wouldn't be worth, spending all that money going after them. Okay, let's see. Mark, the video samples that I saw you do, can they be done in Audacity too, or just ones like Adobe Reaper? Mark, what I was doing is very difficult to do in Audacity, because Audacity doesn't have a lot of that extra extra capabilities, like to include video and stuff like that. So, that's very challenging. Since I use Adobe Audition, that speaks directly with Adobe Premiere. So of course there's video capabilities in there, but it also speaks back and forth with Adobe Premiere, which is Adobe's video. You can do, Reaper has actual video editing capabilities, I think. And so does Studio One has a little bit of video editing capabilities too. So you can use those right there. But I'd recommend, if you're trying to do that, you get, upgrade from Audacity. Let's see. Esther says, happy Fiverr Friday. Hello from Germany. Good to have you, Esther. Nicholas says, thank you for great answers, Anthony. Love your videos and streams. Thank you, Nicholas. Let's see. Facebook missed the start. Happy Friday. Make sure you take a look back at it. Watching from HK. Sebastian, where's HK? Where's HK? Tell us where HK is. Monique says, hello, Anthony, regarding the payment process with bank transfer via Payoneer on Fiverr. After doing my job, it still says clearing. How soon should this be in his bank account? Monica from Edinburgh. Yeah, Monica. Gotcha. Okay, so I was wrong completely. So it's Monica. Okay, so Monica, listen, I personally use PayPal, because, Fiverr has that free agreement with PayPal. I don't have it directly deposited in my bank. But depending on your bank, I couldn't say how long it takes transactional wise. But, I do know banks, when it comes to holidays, when it comes to, business days versus, and then your particular bank, how many days it takes to clear, et cetera, et cetera. It could be, it could be a number of days. So I don't know that answer. I'm sorry. Jason, let's see, Jason, I only get asked one question when I try to apply to the group. It asks me how long I've done VO, and then when I submit that, it says my application is pending. I'm not sure, Jason. That's I've never heard that before, but I know that I'll take a look. But I know that if you use maybe, I don't know what browser you're using. Actually, Jason, I have no idea why it's only giving you one question. So, don't be afraid to message me, though. Because if you can't get in that way, if you message me, now I know the issue, you know what I mean? Then we can settle it, through Facebook Messenger is fine. Let's see, Facebook here. I was talking about a character demo rather than commercial double. Hey, I got that too. Alden says, happy Forever Friday. What's up, my friend? Jonathan, what's up, Jono? It's nice and sunny here in SoCal. Good to have you, my friend. Facebook user, thanks for the specific character gig idea. Makes sense. Cool. RXT, I like that. When people ask to do a transaction outside of Fiverr and pays via bank transfer, is this something that's okay to do? So listen, when it comes to Fiverr, if any communication, any order, anything that goes through Fiverr, you should do everything in your power to stay on Fiverr and make it go through Fiverr. Okay. Not only is that, terms of service that Fiverr has, but, that's something that I found a lot of times protects you, okay, from getting scammed and things like that. Yes, it helps Fiverr because they make money. And yes, you would make more money off of Fiverr. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, a lot of times people want to get you off Fiverr because they're trying to scam you as well. Okay. So I never take any business off of Fiverr unless randomly they find me off of Fiverr and message me off of Fiverr. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't ever take business off of Fiverr that comes to me on Fiverr. You know what I mean? I love working on Fiverr and I don't have an issue with it. But I would just caution you, be careful in whatever you do. Never give out personal information through Fiverr. You know what I mean? Don't ever, just don't go down that route. Even if they give you personal information, don't give them personal information. Live directed sessions are fine through Fiverr, but they've got to purchase the extra first. Fiverr's very clear about that. Okay. Mark Leonard says, okay. Oh, Hong Kong. Good to have you. Gotcha. From Hong Kong. We're everywhere. Good. Let's see. Facebook, it takes like 2 days with Payoneer. Thank you for that. Sean Voiceover says, I do all my audio editing and Reaper and simply transfer it to Filmora Pro. All right. Which is another thing from Wondershare, which I love. I use the Wondershare Uni Converter. And I'm also looking at another product from Wondershare about screen sharing, because as you guys know, like watching what you watched, the screen sharing today was on OBS. And I love OBS, but the screen sharing, as you guys know, is like miniature. Like you can't, like it's just very small, and I can change the screen and stuff, but it's a pain in the butt. So like, anyways, I'm looking at some different stuff. But yes, Filmora is another editing software for video. Yes, and it's from Wondershare. Audio from yes. Okay. A Facebook user says that's 2 business days, so add more days, weekends, and holidays. Yeah, and since we have holiday coming up. Monica says for the PayPal, it says it's not supported for me. That's why I use bank transfer. Gotcha. Anyway, thank you for your answer. Monica is my Gmail account name. Cool. Well, thank you, Monica. Yeah, and that makes sense. That makes sense because I know different depending on where you are in the world. Listen, you guys, this was an amazing session. Hopefully this was helpful. If you just joined recently, we went over, I showed you how to find unlimited amounts of copy for demos and samples, and check out the beginning of the video. Also, again, make sure you subscribe, like this if you haven't already. And I'm going to be next week. My birthday's April 4th, so it happened to landed on Easter this year, but I'll be gone Monday through Wednesday. I'm going to try to make sure I put out content, and try to make it so it goes out. But I will definitely be back on Thursday, and we will have Fiverr Friday next week as well. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to join a VO's Journey Facebook group, head over there, or you can check out a VO'sJourney.com website for more information on how to grow your voiceover business. Thank you guys so much. You have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.